So I grew up in the era of equal rights amendments, women's equal rights, and lots of things on that. And of course, the abortion issue started coming up. And so I had a lot of things in my background. And I remember the abortion issue sort of came up in my head. I said, I don't need to worry about that. I don't understand what's going on, but I don't need to worry about that because I've already had my kids and it's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. But anyway, that was in my mind, and we went on. But then also later, we were invited, and we went with a number of people from the church down to church down in Fort Lauderdale. And Dr. Francis Schaeffer was there. But he was there speaking on the issue of pro-life. And I said, wow. And I started to cry, and I got in the car, and we started to ride home, Ross and I said, Ross, it's all around us, and what can we do? And I am a doer person, but he said, I don't know, Carol, but we'll ask the Lord if that, I understand. He said, we'll ask the Lord what he wants us to do in that instance. And then I kept hearing all these things on the radio about, pro-life and abortion, and just like God kept challenging me. But for some reason, I walked into David Nicholas's office one day, and then Nori walks in. She said, Carol Walters, David and I have just been talking about you and Ross. There were some folks who came down recently from Washington, and they wanted to know if there were any people here who wanted to start some type of pro-life work. And we thought of you and Ross. I said, Nori, I can't believe you're saying this, because this has been on my heart now for numbers and numbers of weeks. And so from that time on, we got connected with the group from Washington. They helped us start some gatherings, and then to seek some support from some people and volunteers and churches. And we even had financial support, and even we had a place that the church provided that was a youth building, so we could be on the second floor to start our Crisis Pregnancy Center right here in Boca. And the Crisis Pregnancy Center, which eventually became First Care as we combined some other pregnancy centers in the area. Let me tell you about the most joyous things that in this work that we do is seeing the lives changed. There was this precious young woman who came to us. She already had a child in foster care by another man. She was pregnant, and the reason her daughter was in foster care was because she had been in prison or had been taken because of heroin addiction. And so she was doing well. She'd been somewhat through the rehab, but she said, oh, Carol, Ms. Walters, she said, I can't go through this pregnancy. I got to get my life together. And she had such a touched heart. She said, well, I don't really want to. I know this is a baby. I've been through a pregnancy. I know I don't really want to do this, but I don't have any choice. I have no place to live. I'm living with my boyfriend in a car, and he's an alcoholic. And so she went to the maternity home. And while she was there, she heard the gospel again and again. And she came to know the Lord. Her life was changed. She came back to the area. She had her baby. She came back. And so we had such a relationship built. And she and her boyfriend, who then became the husband, walked with the Lord. And so what a blessing to not only save a child from abortion, but to see her and the father of the child come to know the Lord through this possible ministry. Just as the scriptures say that God had a plan and a purpose for my life, he had a plan and purpose for your life. We want to help you provide an opportunity for this child growing within you to have a full and wonderful life.